I'm just trying to think what kind of vibe for this sim. What if it's like geeky cute, right? Geeky chic, nerdy core, nerdy cute. Cutesy Nerd? Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome to another Sims 4 Create a Sim video, but using only one color to create a sim. We're doing some masculine sims now. I've already made a masculine sim using only the color black. So here is my wheel of packs. We're gonna spin this wheel and see what color we're going to be using today to create a sim. I've got multiple colors on today. I feel like any of these colors will be fine. The pink, the green, the yellow, the purple. Looks like it's gonna be blue, maybe green? Blue. Okay, no worries. It's fine. Like the one color that I don't have on today. It's fine. Anyway, now that we know that we are using the color blue, let's jump into The Sims 4 and create a sim using only the color blue. Alright you guys, this is who we're going to be using as our base sim today. But firstly, we're going to need to give him a name and some traits. So his first name is going to be Blue, like I always do. I always do the color for the first name. I remember for the feminine sim, I made it Blue Bird. So I want to think of something else. Like I generally do word association when coming up with these names. So Blue. I mean, I guess Blue Sea. Just nothing else really jumped into my mind except for Bluebird. Anyway, Blue Sea is what we're gonna go for this gentleman. Because of that, and he's got sea in his name, what if we do there's like a beach? There's like a beach aspiration. There is beach life. This sim wants to take it slow and enjoy beach life, okay? Because he's got sea in his name. So then for his aspirations, we could very well go with like Child of the Ocean, right? It makes sense. It's all blue. Perfectionist. It kind of, again, just makes sense. Do we have another blue? Another that is predominantly blue? Maybe it's just loving the outdoors, right? Maybe that's a pretty good one to go with. So with that being said, now that we have got that sorted, let's take a look at actually turning our sim blue. If this is the first time you're going to be watching any of these videos, I use the miscellaneous skin tones here. I have this amazing piece of custom content that gives us so many unnatural skin tone colors. It's so good. We do also have a blue that comes with the sims, right? I could do that blue. Otherwise, having a look at other blues, I mean, we've got some deep dark blues. This one's giving I'm blue, dubba dee dubba die. This one is a lighter blue, very similar to EA's one, actually. And then we're getting into that icy blue. That's very ice blue. It's about coming up with what vibe I feel like for this sim, pretty much. I kind of like this one, actually. Although maybe I could go with a darker blue, right? Because for the feminine version, I did go with a lighter blue. So maybe I go with a darker blue this time. What do we think about going with like this one then maybe? I'll get started and I'll see how I feel. So I'm also going to need to change his eye colors. I do have a custom content eye overlay. I don't think you can download it anymore. That blue is literally the perfect shade of blue though, am I right? And then we do have like this dark blue for hair. I think this is going to be the way to go for him. I'm just trying to think what kind of vibe for this sim, because I generally come up with a vibe for all of these sims that helps me determine like their outfits and stuff. I was kind of thinking that maybe this sim could be a little bit nerdy, a little bit geeky maybe. I don't know. We're just going to see what happens, right? So I have been custom content shopping for some outfits, which is exciting, but I haven't been custom content shopping for hair, but that's okay. I've got heaps of hair options that I have not explored before for a masculine sim. So thinking blue, and I'm thinking like geeky, but what if it's like geeky cute, right? Geeky chic, nerdy core, nerdy cute. Cutesy Nerd. So he could have maybe like a disheveled hair like this. It's a little bit rugged looking. And then maybe we could put on some glasses for him. Let me just see what glasses we've got that are blue. Like that kind of thing? What do you think? Let me know what you think. What about some facial hair? Maybe we could do some incredibly light facial hair. Like maybe just a stubble. Oh, do you see that? That's cute as hell. That is so cute. I love that. All right, let's have a look at doing an outfit for him then. All right, so for everyday wear, I generally like to go with a full body outfit and a tops and bottoms outfit. So let's see what I can come up with for blue. I still don't have heaps of full body outfits. Maybe it's just going to be a tops and bottoms for this one because I've got a lot of options that are like formal options. I mean, this one isn't super blue, so I don't feel like I can really go with that. So maybe we'll just stick with the tops and bottoms option. So let's have a look. Blue and feeling kind of geeky cute. Geeky cute, okay? Hey, did you know that 81% of you watching right now are not subscribed to my YouTube channel? If you'd be interested in seeing fun Sims build videos, some fun Sims create a sim videos, some Sims nostalgia with a sprinkle of tea, hit the subscribe button down below. Come and join my wonderful little Sims community. And with that being said, let's get back into the video. I'm kind of liking this one. I like the color and the texture on this overshirt. The white as an undershirt is really nice to just set it off a little bit, but I like how disheveled this is as well. If we're talking about how his hair is a little bit unkempt, a little bit disheveled, maybe his top would also be a little bit unkempt and a little bit disheveled. So I'm kind of happy to go with that. I think I really like that actually. Some pants to match though. Some like basic jeans would just be really nice, I think. What do you think of these jeans? They're pretty just standard, right? They're not skinny. They're kind of just like a straight leg jean. I kind of like that. Oh, he's cute. He's very cute. Maybe we could do for his shoes. Do we have any sneakers that look like they would be like, I don't know, kind of like collectible sneakers, like these ones. These sneakers always give me like collectibles vibes, and I feel like that's the kind of vibe I want to go for him. So that's really cute. I kind of like that for his everyday wear. Let's move on to a formal wear though. And look, I'm sorry, my guy, but I think we have to keep your glasses on for this one, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to put it on for all of the outfits that I feel like it's appropriate to wear them. So for formal, we really need to figure something out. Straight away, this suit is sticking out to me. That suit is kind of wow, right? Oh, he's looking like a distinguished gentleman in that suit. But I almost kind of want to feel like he's a bit awkward, right? So I almost want a suit that looks a little bit odd or that just looks awkward. I don't know how better to describe it until I find it. Hopefully I will find it and I'll be able to show you it doesn't look like it. It's fine. So you know what? Because I don't have what I'm looking for, I was thinking like super ruffly with like a big jacket. Like I wanted it to look a little bit awkward and geeky in that way. So unfortunately I don't have that unless I do something like this with the bow tie and the suspenders. That's pretty cute and very geeky. So let's go with that and some shoes just to tie it all together. Maybe just some boots, some lace up boots. Nice. Very cute. Also looking kind of hipsterish. I don't know. It's like nerdy bordering on hipster. Totally fine. For his athletic wear, I feel like he'd be the kind of sim that would prefer to keep himself a little bit covered up. Like, I don't feel like he would be like the guy to wear no shirt or like a singlet when exercising. I feel like he'd like a full t-shirt. I like this one with the rocket print on it straight away because it's very geeky, like space and all of that. It gives me the kind of geeky vibes. So maybe we could go with that one for his top and then just find some... I was going to say some shorts, but maybe not even shorts. Maybe he's just like a tracksuit pant kind of guy and it kind of looks a bit awkward. And then some runners. Maybe we could just put him in like these ones. I'm happy to go with that. I did take his glasses off, but maybe I should put them on. All right, so that's for his athletic wear. For his sleep wear, I mean, he doesn't have his glasses on. This is comfy, cozy time. I do have this set of blue pajamas that could work absolutely perfectly fine, right? Let me just see if I can find something else that I like better, but this is a totally solid option for him, I think. Yeah, no, nothing else that I'm seeing here is really giving me a vibe for him. So I think I'm just going to go with this set of pajamas. Super easy. We are flying through this, my friends. Party wear, though. Party wear. We have already done this outfit. What about this one? Do we have like a darker blue? If it weren't the brown pants, I would be all over that, right? Maybe it's just about finding like a shirt with a vest kind of thing. Maybe that kind of vibe. Yeah, maybe we could go something like this. We've got the shirt, but the vest is like open and that kind of looks a little bit disheveled. I kind of like that actually. Let's see if we can pair that with a pair of pants. Again, maybe we could just go with a pair of jeans, right? Maybe even the same jeans he wore for his everyday wear. And then maybe even the same sneakers that he wore for his everyday wear. What do we think about that for his party wear? It's slightly dressed up, still looking a little bit disheveled in like a nerdy kind of way. I like that. For his swimwear, I don't know, for his swimwear. I mean, I guess it's just a pair of board shorts, right? So let's see what we can come up with for board shorts in blue. I mean, we've got these ones, super nice. I feel like the other ones I've got are too bright, so I'm happy to go with these because we do have the elements of the darker blue in them. So that's his swimwear done. Hot weather wear. Can I do maybe a full body outfit? Probably not. It doesn't look like it. So let's have a look at just doing a top and bottoms outfit for a hot weather wear for this guy. And maybe it's something just as simple as having a really baggy t-shirt that can tuck into some shorts. Maybe that's what it is for his hot weather wear. Interesting, because nothing else that I'm seeing here is really giving me his vibe. The shorts, maybe we could go with like some cargo shorts. We've got some jorts, and I mean, jorts can be pretty awkward, right? Jorts can be pretty awkward, so I feel like that's gonna be the way to go for him. And maybe just some flip-flops for his shoes. Fantastic. Those ones will be the ones to go with. Can we do a hat? Maybe we could do a hat. This guy seems like he would care about wearing a hat during the heat. We should all care about wearing hats during like being just outside. UV. Especially if you're in Australia. The UV is pretty harsh here in Australia, so... Oh, we could go with that kind of sun hat. Is interesting. What about a cap with a graphic? No, I don't think he's a cap kind of guy. No, I don't think a bucket hat is really his vibe either. Okay, I'm scratching the hat vibe because I don't like any of the hats for him. So that's his hot weather wear. And lastly, cold weather wear. No worries, super rugged up. I already have an idea in mind for this one, and it is actually a cardigan. So I was seeing this cardigan before. Or we have like this open cardigan. What other colors do we have for the blue? What other swatches? Some butterflies. I wish I had this cardigan just in the plain without the patterns. So maybe I'm gonna go with this one. The closed cardigan. It's pretty cutesy and a bit nerdy. I like it. Maybe we could just go with the same jeans that he has worn before. And the same shoes. So that's going to be his cold weather wear done. Oh, he's pretty cute. Blue sea. No worries. Let's go back to his everyday wear and have a look, right? So he's looking a little bit disheveled, but like nerdy, chic, disheveled, cutesy is kind of the vibe, with his hair being a bit skewy with his Harry Potter glasses, and then his shirt being a little bit scruffy looking. I like that for his everyday wear. For his formal wear, super cute and very nerdy with the bow tie and the suspenders. I love that. For his athletic wear, we do have the rocket ship shirt with the big pants. It's a little bit awkward looking, but it still does the job. For his sleepwear, we've got the matching set. You can't go wrong. He's a matching set pajamas kind of guy. For his party wear, we do have the open vest that's giving a little bit of the disheveled look. Very, very cute. For his swimwear, we've got some board shorts. His hot weather wear, we've got the tucked in top with some awkward jorts. And then for his cold weather wear, we've got the cute little cardigan. Absolutely love that for blue sea. But with that being said, you guys, that's all I've got for this video of creating a masculine sim using only the color blue. If you would like to see me do this again with a different color for a different masculine sim, or any other Sims content that I've got coming your way, then hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. Leave me the waves emoji. There's like this emoji of like serious waves happening. Leave that emoji in the comments down below to let me know that you got this far in the video, you enjoyed watching Blue Sea come to life, and that you would like to see me do this again for a different color for a different sim. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!